Though they are not into the title winning discussions as per now, and they will never come nowhere near the Premier League title of the season of 2022-2023 because they've bottled very many games. Liverpool are not ready to see themselves out of the conversation of qualifying for the Champions League this season, and they've gone ahead to win their second consecutive game in a row, and they've beat Newcastle at home by 2-0. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where you're watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Most of us thought that maybe Liverpool had really a very bad start and spell. Obviously that was it, but as they really geared into the mid of the season, they got very many injuries. Diaz getting injured in the game of Manchester United. Fabinho, Naby Keita, then Diego Jota, Darwin Núñez, Konate, very many players. They reached an extent where they're having close to 6-7 players out injured, but they tried, but they really lost very many games. Even when they had their best players on the field, they almost lost, meaning that there was something that was really not building well inside the dressing room of Liverpool. But it looks like Jurgen Klopp has found a solution or a cure to the disease that had really attacked the Liverpool camp, and obviously they've gone ahead to win their second game successfully or consecutively. Remember, in the midweek on Monday, I think it was the opening of the week on Monday, they beat Everton by 2-0, and surprisingly Cody Gakpo scored on that day, and even today Cody Gakpo has gone ahead to give them a second lead. Even in the game of Everton, he scored the second goal. Again here, he has gone ahead to score the second goal, and the man is on fire. And I pity all those that are really going on him, that Gakpo is not going to go ahead and really shine at Liverpool. And I say to you guys, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, quality complements quality. Iron sharpens iron. When you look at the quality of the quality players around Cody Gakpo at Liverpool, you can't tell me he's not going to thrive. He was a player that just came in through in the January transfer window, and you don't expect him to really lift the entire team of Liverpool on his shoulders, because even Salah couldn't, and Liverpool was losing with Salah in there for you. Liverpool creating very many chances and not scoring. You know that very well, but he has gone ahead to really pick up the form after the entire team of Liverpool really is showing lots of things that are really positive. One, if you never knew what the success of Liverpool was built on, it was built on a watertight defense and the two fullbacks. That is what Liverpool is all about. That's it. The first two important positions are the central defense, and the second two important positions are the left wing back and the right wing back. Who plays on the right wing back of Liverpool? Trent Alexander-Arnold. He started the season when he's really off, but he came on and really built on very well. Then Robertson is another one that has been having a very bad spell of a season, but thank God he's back at the right time, and they are fired up to find themselves back to winning ways. That is Liverpool for you. And the other aspect is the front three that had Sadio Mane, Firmino, and Mohamed Salah. They are really efficient and closing in and are really completing in very many chances that we have created, to an extent that they had lots of goals scored in between them. And the departure of Sadio Mane, to me, it was not an issue, because Diaz came in through and obviously gave you exactly what Sadio Mane would give you, because for him, he is even a high scoring player and his intensity is really high. His threat, he's really a very fast player that you wouldn't like to face if at all you were a right back of any team. So all those are back. Alisson, the goalkeeper, good. To me, he's the best goalkeeper in the world. That's it. Build up, play very well, good ball distributor, and does the best of the game of football. When you look at Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, they are really on fire. Trent has gone ahead to really create a second assist in 2 games, and he's creating that assist for the same player. Not for the same player. The first one created against Gakpo in the game of Everton. Today he has really created it for Darwin Núñez, who scored the first goal. And let me show you a little bit of how this first goal really came in through from the St. James's Park. That is it. Darwin Núñez was played in very well, and obviously he took the shot. Look at Look at Kylian Trippier trying to report to the referee that there was a handball. A VR check was taken and nothing was like a handball. Instead of closing down the player, he was raising his hands up. Yet the fact is that ball never really rested on any of the hands of Darwin Núñez. And Darwin Núñez has really gone ahead to score another goal this season. And obviously, he might find himself scoring close to 20 goals this season because as it stands, he's past double figures in his entire season. When you add the goals has gone ahead to score in the Premier League and the Champions League, I believe he's really past that. Let me check here and see. Darwin Núñez. When you look at Darwin Núñez, he has 6 goals in the Premier League. He has 3 goals in the Champions League. He has 1 goal in the Community Shield. So he's having close to 10 goals. And I think that is really great for him with close to 4-5 assists. Not bad season for the lad coming in from the Portuguese side who was bought at 85 million euros from Benfica to Liverpool and is doing really a quite good job for Liverpool. Then Cody Gakpo, look at the beautiful goal he scores in the for you. And this is how Mohamed Salah feeds him through. And obviously he goes into the sky and obviously goes in for that beautiful finish. It shows you the quality of Cody Gakpo in there for you because he just looks good. He just looks good. His second goal really looked great for Liverpool, and that is the guy known as Cody Gakpo. Then they went ahead to celebrate. But there is a moment that really turned around this game of football. But before that turnaround was made, allow me show you this because it looked like Newcastle were in for a goal in even the first minute of the half. Were they 5 minutes in? Miguel Almiron missed out on this sitter. And it was a very huge save brought in by the goalkeeper of Liverpool, Alisson, because he really came on to that close shot and really stopped it. And obviously, it was a very big save by Alisson. Look at the minutes. Look at the time. 3 minutes. Newcastle were playing up high the pitch and they wanted to really terrify Liverpool. And obviously, it came to the worst because later, Liverpool went ahead to capitalize and put 2 past them. Now, this is the moment that really brought this game to being dull, according to me. This is the moment of Nick Pope. Nick Pope really did something very nasty and found himself sent off. The goalkeeper Alisson claims and instantly launched a very long ball to find Mohamed Salah. Then Mohamed Salah runs into that. As a super goalkeeper, he came off the line, and when he came off the line, this is what he did. Out of the 18 yards box, he got hold of that ball with his 2 hands, and obviously he was sent off by the referee, and that was the game-winning mistake that he really made. And he's not only missing out on some other games in the Premier League, but even on Sunday, where they're going to be playing Manchester United at Wembley, he's really out. And for your information, Dubravka, the assistant that came in through, is ineligible to play for this team because he was at Manchester United and then he went back to Newcastle. So he's not eligible to play for Newcastle. That means the third choice is coming in through, and obviously it looks like Ten Hag might find himself going into the mix. But for Newcastle, they've had a tremendous season. But the 6 games they've played, they've been looking ugly. They've been looking ugly at St. James's Park, and I think they've only scored 1 goal. They kept clean sheets there, but they've not been winning. And their goals really ran down ever since Bruno Guimaraes was given a red card in the Carabao Cup semi-final game against Southampton, where this was his last game he was serving, but for him, he's going to be available in the finale of the Carabao Cup. And talking about Bruno Guimaraes, let me show you a little bit what this team is all about when Guimaraes is here and how it's always when he's really out. So that is how the stats read or tell us about Bruno Guimaraes' absentia and being present. Games with 17 and without Bruno Guimaraes are 5. They have 10 wins with Bruno Guimaraes and 0 wins without Bruno Guimaraes. It shows you how important he was, and this is the guy seated in the stands of Newcastle as he was watching on. Then goals per game 1.8 when he's in, and goals and 0.8 goals per game without him. Goals conceded per game 0.5 when he's in. Then 1 goal has been conceded in every game. He has been really, on average, they've been conceding 1 goal when he has been out. Points gained when he's in 2.2 and when he's out it is 0.8. That is Bruno Guimaraes for you. A very, very fundamental and integral player for Newcastle, but he's returning for the cup finale they are going to play at Wembley. But for Liverpool, how does this benefit them? In the midweek, they're going to play against Real Madrid, and you would love to see yourself coming in through and really winning this game to see is that it gives you momentum to face Real Madrid. Reason, Real Madrid is not one of those teams that are in the best shape, but all of these two teams are really giants in the Champions League. And remember, they played the finale of the recently concluded Champions League in Paris Saint-Germain, that is Paris, and they had a very good game. Liverpool had very many chances, and it was not their day to win because Salah had close to 3-4 shots on target saved by Thibaut Courtois. Then the other guy called this Brazilian guy, Vinicius Jr., capitalized onto the mistake of Trent Alexander-Arnold by not keeping his post and obviously scored and made it 1-0 for Real Madrid. So this time around, it's a 2-game or a 2-leg tie. We don't know who's going to come in through and win, but I think this is a very huge boost for Liverpool as they're going to the Champions League because you would love to see yourself not knocked out into this tournament. Reason being, they're out of the Carabao Cup, they're out of the FA Cup, the Premier League, they're not competing anywhere. The only silverware or the only trophy they are left with to compete for is this. For the Champions League position, I believe they are going to really get that spot because United is seated at 46 points, Newcastle is having 41, and Liverpool has now made, is it 32 points? How many? 30? Liverpool is like 6 points behind Newcastle, and Newcastle has played one more game ahead of them. So that means if they win the game in hand, Liverpool is going to close in really good because even Tottenham Hotspur, to me, I believe they're out of the title, because out of that Champions League fourth spot race because they've gone ahead to lose out on two midfielders that they only had that were the jigsaw that really made it strong. That were the two pieces that made that midfield of Antonio Conte strong. That is Bentancur and Yefis Bissouma, all out until the end of the season. So it shows you how bad they are looking. And I think tomorrow they might see themselves lose to a side called West Ham because the London Derby, though they are going to be playing at home, I believe Hojbjerg won't be enough to find himself to resist that midfield of Declan Rice, Soucek and Paqueta, if at all he's past fit, to come in and play that beautiful game of football. So Liverpool are really fighting for this. They want the Champions League and they want also to qualify for the Champions League of next season. I believe it's the high time. It's high time they picked up their form when they are going to face Real Madrid in the Champions League on, is it on Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it's going to be on Tuesday. Now, when you look at the team stats, Newcastle had 14 shots. However much they were a man down, they really took the game to Liverpool. Then Liverpool had 13. 4 shots on target by Newcastle. They needed more. Shots on target by Liverpool were 7, you see. More than even half of the total number of shots that they made in the game. They put them on target. Then 37% ball possession by Newcastle. 63% ball possession by Liverpool. 343 passes completed by Newcastle. Liverpool has 601 passes completed. 81% passing accuracy by Newcastle. 88% passing accuracy by Liverpool. 3 fouls completed by Newcastle, made by Newcastle, 8 fouls made by Liverpool, 1 yellow card to both sides, 1 red card to Liverpool, to Newcastle, that is Nick Pope, the goalkeeper, and no red card was issued to any of the Liverpool players. 3 offsides for Newcastle, 0 for Liverpool, 6 corners for Newcastle, and 7 for Liverpool. It shows you that however much Newcastle had a man down, they really fought hard to get back into the game, but the damage had already been made with their 11 men. Because one will say, but Liverpool won because they had already, because Newcastle were 10. No, Liverpool was 2 goals up when Newcastle had 11 players on the field of play, and it was really bad for them. And for Newcastle, they've only lost 2 games this season, and all of those games have really been lost against Liverpool. Liverpool won them at Anfield, where Carvalho scored late, and today it has been Cody Gakpo and Darwin Núñez killing it off in a different style altogether. When we go to the table, how it looks, Arsenal on top, 54 points. City, 52. They've drawn today and they've played one game more than them. 46 points by Manchester United. 23 games played. They are playing Leicester City tomorrow. Newcastle, 23 games played. They're having 41 points. And look at Tottenham Hotspur, 23 games played. They're having 39. If Spurs win tomorrow, they're getting back their 4th spot. But look at Liverpool, 22 games played, 35 points. Look at the team they are chasing to get out of the 4th spot. It's Newcastle, 23 games played, meaning that they've played one more game ahead of them. If at all they win that one game in hand, though I don't want to cross the bridge before I reach most oftenly, they'll be at 38 points, meaning that they'll be just 3 points behind Newcastle. And it shows you how close they are really getting back into the 4th race of the place. Because I don't see Liverpool finding Manchester United. That's it. United is having 46 points, and even if Liverpool win their game they have in hand, they'll be at 38 points. And if at all they are 38 points, they'll be 8 points behind Manchester United. I don't see United really going ahead to lose games, and Liverpool capitalizes onto them. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through your reaction to Newcastle 0, Liverpool 2. A welcome in the comment section below. Hand you over to the Omatlord. I'm returning with the player ratings of Arsenal as they faced a team called Aston Villa, and Arsenal made a dramatic comeback of 4-2 at the Villa Park. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Bye-bye. I'm returning with the player ratings of Arsenal players as we really see how far the league is really taking us. Bye-bye.